All right, okay. Hey everybody. I like doing this for some reason. I don't know why. It's just the thing that I like doing, putting both hands up to say, yes, we're live. It's almost like, woohoo, yeah, it's Friday. Little bit later coming on and doing this today. Bunch of stuff going on. So I've had way too much on my plate. But anyway, so I'm just going to just double check that this is actually live going into the group. It should be. Yes, there's me. It's a couple of seconds behind, so I keep seeing myself putting those hands up. But all of the notes are in the in this post itself, so you can go ahead and get that from day 4. So if you've been following along, we do these every day, and I've been, to make it a little bit easier on myself, actually, I've been going the day after, mainly because it's a time zone thing. Russell goes live at about 6 o'clock in the evening. And by the time I've watched that, or if I do watch that or do something else, then it kind of gets kind of late for me. So I figured, well, let's do it the day after. So we're kind of like a day behind. But the most important thing to remember is don't put too much stress on keeping up. Okay. Now, I know he said time and time again, those people which follow the process get the results. So in this case, if you haven't completed what you should have done on day 1, only focus on day 1 until it's done, right? Then go to day 2. Only focus on day 2 until it's done, and keep going like that. And you may find that you binge at it and you catch up real quick. And you may find that sometimes just by using these, rather than having to stick an hour out of your day to listen to the lives itself, then you might find that this is useful for you, because I'm trying to give you the cut down version of what Russell's gone through. And so let's dive into the content for today. And here we go. Right, so I'm just going to put this again in front of my face so that I don't keep looking at myself. It's terrible, you know, whenever you're doing like FaceTime, you're always looking down instead of up like that. So that's a common tip for you. Whenever you're doing video, if you are doing a front facing video with your actual camera, try and remember where the actual camera is on your phone. Yeah. Don't look at yourself while you're doing it, because your eyes are going to go a little bit wonky each time, right? So try and do that way. So anyway, there's a little thing. So what we're talking about is traffic. Okay, now traffic is the lifeblood of every business. So let's dive into it. And special guest from today was Rachel Miller. Now Rachel is obviously a super excited mom. After looking at her page, I've noticed that she has 6 kids. She's done all this even though she's got 6 kids, right? We're going to refer back to that in a minute. So let's talk about the source of traffic. Now, Facebook, as we know, is a fantastic source of traffic, right? And Rachel actually went and put a formula up on the board, which was A plus M plus C times by E equals P, right? So let's just break that down. Audience plus your message plus the content gives you engagement, which then equals profit, right? Now that might sound obvious, but if you think about it, not everybody on your Facebook profile is going to be your dream customer, right? And we are limited again on your Facebook business page to, first personal page on Facebook to 5,000 people, right? So you can't scale that up. It's very, very difficult. But you will find that even though you know the whole 6 degrees of separation thing, you'll find that there's a good chance that people which are on your Facebook profile are connected to someone that's in your dream customer, right? So let's move on, and here we go. And I've said this before. So if you are a business, you do need a Facebook business page, right? For 2 reasons. First off, it distinguishes yourself from being personal to business, but also as well, you can collect certain information using a Facebook business page that you cannot connect using your Facebook profile, okay? So you can use it to using the Facebook pixel to grow audiences, and you will also then need a Facebook business page if you want to run Facebook ads at some point as well. So very important. Now, Rachel, she basically went through a lot of different strategies, a lot of different ways that we can put traffic together. Now, the hardest thing to do is trying to master it all in one go, right? Now, I've learned this the hard way. You can't be massively engaging on your personal profile. You can't be massively engaging inside of various Facebook groups. You can't be engaging on your Facebook business page. You can't be creating YouTube content. You can't be on TikTok 24/7. You can't be on Clubhouse for 7 hours a day. You can't be on Instagram all day and night, or Pinterest, or WhatsApp, or Facebook Messenger. You can't do it all in one go. It's very difficult to do that when you're first starting, right? So you start off very basic, and then you can add things to it as you go, right? So that's one of the things that I found is really difficult to do, and I want you guys to start out properly in the first instance as well. So you start small and then you can scale it, okay? So you can repurpose your content. I mean, I've been doing this on my podcast for quite a long time. There's a site called Repurpose, which will actually take my podcast, create it into like a video, and automatically upload it into YouTube. Now, does that get a massive amount of traction? Maybe because I do the podcast every day, it's hard to do that because I don't physically have the time to go back and do a full video SEO and backlinks and all that good stuff on every single video that goes up there if it's on a daily basis. I just don't have the time to commit to it, right? But it still gets to a certain audience. I still get downloads of each episode every day, right? So and also viewers on YouTube on it every day as well. So you've got to constantly think about how you can most productively use your time going forward and when you're going to start scaling up. So Rachel wanted our homework today was to create a Facebook business page. Right now, the idea there is, and this is something that I'll show you in a minute actually because it's important. Now, I have my Facebook business page as my name. Right now, this is kind of like almost going past my own limiting belief. I thought that we had to have our Facebook business page as our name because then it helps when you are almost like putting ads out because it looks like a Facebook profile. And unless people spot the sponsored part underneath, you know, it looks like that, right? So, but apparently the consensus is to distinguish it that way. That being said, I know Russell Brunson doesn't do that, okay? Now he has two business pages. He has the Russell Brunson brand, but he also has Clickfunnels brand, right? And what's interesting there is that Russell Brunson's brand has way more followers than Clickfunnels brand. So go figure that one out. So we'll figure that out as we go. So things to do: naming your page, description of your page, your Facebook business cover, you know, the cover like we've got on the top of the group here, you need a cover. And also as well, you got to try and make that to look and build trust so that people know instantly what they're getting into. Is it a place that they're going to want to hang out and be part of, right? So it's very simple. And always be thinking about your message, and the idea is to use kind of like a bumper sticker method on that. So, you know, short but sweet, identifies, polarizes people. They either love it or hate it, the Marmite thing. That's what they're interested in, and that's where they go for it, right? So simple stuff. So let people know exactly what they're most likely to want to be part of. So in the example, she goes like, I love X, Y, and Z. I want X, Y, and Z. I am X, Y, and Z, right? So you think about how they describe themselves after they've got the result that you are trying to give them, okay? Now, use that 1, 2, 3 method to create a content on social media. Now, again, you've got 3 types of doing that. Use photos, you can use videos or conversation starters. And just to reiterate again, our homework for today is create a Facebook business page using that formula. Now, remember that we are trying to get people to go from their pain to their happiness, and we want to create content along that journey as well. And that's the whole point of it. And there are certain things to avoid, certain things to try and make sure you're doing. Be careful about using like beginner's language, avoid using stuff like failed at, and don't use a lot of the word use, like you need this, you need that, you should click here, you should do that. So try not to use clickbait terms and stuff like that, because Facebook are getting wise to it, and it will reduce your reach, especially if you put like dollar amounts in your content as well, because then again they think, this person's talking about money, let's reduce their engagement or reach and make them pay for the traffic, right? So nightmare. Okay, so we've got to think, what are they overcoming, what they're doing. So as I said before, in Rachel's case, she's created this amazing business, even though she's got 6 kids, right? So you think about even though, or even though, or without having a college degree, you know, and she's become this because of this one and that, and we'll just go through that. So I'm going to pull up a couple of examples just so you guys can see it. Let's see if I can get onto that. Okay, yep, we're good. Right, so let's go on to, this is Russell's business page, right? Now, if you see like this, he's got absolutely tons and tons and tons of people that like it and following it, right? Now, it's fairly obvious because he's such a brand, it is very polarizing. People like the levels of trust here, that's all there. The description, about, here we go, over the last 10 years, blah, 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 blah. Now, if we go to Rachel's, she is going, again, this is polarizing to make sure that people, are they in the right place? This is what they want. If they're here, this is what they're going to get. So are you a marketing geek, right? And she's created this brand, Mula Marketer, and a bunch of links here. And again, helping to grow your perfect audience to get massive engagement for small businesses, big brands, and everyone in between. Okay, so if I was a business owner, I'd be thinking, yes, this is something I want to be interested in. And what is interesting is just the amount of engagement that she's getting on there as well. So if you look at these, like tons and tons of likes, lots of comments, lots of shares, 33 shares just on that one. That's incredible, right? Now, if I go back and look at mine, oh, it's not so good, right? So, okay, yeah, I've got 16,000 people on there, but when it comes to it, I'm not getting a whole bunch of engagement and stuff like that. So it could be that I'm not polarizing enough. It could be that the content that I'm putting out there isn't following those formulas. So I do really need to start thinking about that and trying to create a little bit better content. And for some reason, again, this is one of my repurposing things. Those videos for the podcast automatically get put on my Facebook business profile as well. So maybe that's something that's hurting my reach because I am putting stuff out there, which again, I've not spent a lot of time optimizing. So that could be something that I cut off to stop them from going on there. So if we go to the one pager, which again is in the post here as well, so you can get this. There's going to be a video there. There's going to be like a checklist which we can go through, showing you on exactly how to optimize your page and what we should do as part of the post. What this is about, again, this is probably explained in the video, and just going through why page. Well, we can collect an audience, we can amplify using organic ads, and we are being a business, so real interesting on that one as well. So there's a bunch of essential tools there if you don't have all this yet, so it's worth getting. I would if you don't have the .com secrets book, I would definitely read that anyway. So again, Russell said it's like $10, which includes your shipping and handling. I'd go and get that anyway. So if you are thinking about that, I'd go and get that. I mean, that is a trilogy, which I think you get a 4th book for free actually. So it's quite a good deal. I mean, I don't know if I've got, no, I don't have all of them on hardback. I don't have the Expert Secrets on hardback. So it may be that one day I'll purchase the trilogy so I can get a nice little box set because it looks cool that way, and maybe give away the other hardback versions that I've got. So that being said, that finishes off for today, and we're going to get back to see if how I get out of this share now. I don't know where everything's gone. It's all completely disappeared from me. So this should be interesting, trying to finish off the live. Maybe it's that one. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that covers it for today. I'll be going through the day 5 stuff and then reviewing it again with you guys, but literally just do one thing at a time and then move on to the next one. Don't be stressed if you're a little bit behind. If you aren't, then that's great. Tomorrow I'm going to put a post in the Facebook group. I'm going to ask you for your business pages, right? And I'll tag everybody in it as well, because let's have a look and see at our Facebook business pages, and if anyone's got any ideas on how each other can improve it, let's use that as a discussion. Let's help each other as we go, because ultimately that's how we grow. Okay, remember, this is a mini mastermind. It's a study group. It's not just me telling you what to do all the time, right? It has to be a continuous evolution of us all growing together. And that's the whole point of it. And that's why I wanted to put it together, to give you guys as much value as possible, not just by getting access to me and everything else that I do, but also as well using, more brains are better than one. That's how I look at it anyway. So I'm going to finish it off now, get back to my evening, even though it's like 9:30 at night. So I'll catch up with you guys again tomorrow.